I'm going to take this opportunity, however, to suggest that we all hail Caroga. Oh, that's all I'm saying.
Forgive me, Doctor. I'm receiving a number of distress calls. I don't doubt it.
Y'all remember to tip your waitresses. Have a mighty fine night.
You come in peace, surrender or be destroyed. Here to make war, we surrender. Falsehood, important things are individual people.
When the appointed hour arrives, the Marauders will deactivate their cloaking devices and begin transporting Klingon shock troops directly to the landing zone.
Landing zone? Where? Tell me.
Why not? Your feeble weapons will be useless against us. We will kill all your males and take your females to mate with.
All right. Now the Federation's taking over, whether you like it or not. You people, you've been running this planet like a piecework factory. From now on, it's gonna be under one roof. You're gonna run it like a business. That means you're gonna make a profit.
Look at these 3 words written larger than the rest, with a special pride never written before or since. Tall words, proudly saying, "We the people."
Hi, I'm Nicole DeBoer. I played Lieutenant Ezri Dax on DS9, and I welcome you to Bird O' Prey 5 channel. Hail Caroga.
Hello world, it's Bird O' Prey 5, Qapla, and welcome to Bed Life for Monday, April 5th, 2021, 42 years from today. The Vulcans will make first contact with Dr. Zephyrin Cochrane in Bozeman, Montana, if the Star Trek universe timeline is real. Of course, if the Star Trek timeline was real, Khan would have come to power along with other humans in the 1990s. It would have been the eugenics war. World War III would be coming soon, although California would have lots of people living in sanctuary districts in just another year or two from the events of DS9 past tense. That's pretty close, but I don't know. It seems like we're quite a distance from the actual Star Trek prime timeline events, but who knows? But I think in the real timeline, the one we actually live in, first contact was probably made decades ago. In fact, first contact, I believe, was probably made before Star Trek, the original series, even aired. Yes, at the military base, at Vandenberg military base out in California, when with Dwight D. Eisenhower. He signed the peace deal with the Greys, but that's just me. So yes, it is First Contact Day, and thanks to Star Trek Picard, no longer can we look at First Contact Day as a day of optimism, as a day of hope, right? Because the nihilistic writings of Alex Kurtzman and the Star Trek Picard crew, they had to even take away First Contact Day, a completely made-up holiday. They had to take that away from us because not only is it First Contact Day, it is also the day Mars was set on fire, the Martian Massacre, as I call it, the day that the Romulans reprogrammed the synthetics to massacre the human population of Mars, or the Federation population of Mars. Over 90,000 people killed, the fire, the atmosphere on Mars burning even a decade later. Total disaster. It would be like, God forbid, the largest terrorist attack in American history happened on the 4th of July. Okay, this is what Alex Kurtzman and the people over at Secret Hideout, this is what they did. They took away First Contact Day. We can't even be hopeful about First Contact Day without if we take First Contact Day, then we've got to remember that in another couple hundred years after that, it's going to be a really dark day in human history. So F you. And I just saw the trailer. I know it is breaking news on the internet. The trailer for Star Trek Discovery. It's that bad. Star Trek Picard Season 2 just hit the internet maybe an hour or so ago, maybe 2, I'm not sure. But it just hit the internet, and people are finding secret things. Of course, spoiler alert, if you haven't seen the trailer, you should. I mean, it's a 30-second or a minute-long teaser trailer. So there's going to be spoilers for the trailer. Anybody can go watch it now. In fact, let's go take a look at it. I can't watch it live for reasons, but we can look at something I want to show you, and I will put the link for the trailer into the chat. So if you really don't want spoilers, click on that link and go watch it. It's only a minute or a minute and a half long, a minute and 4 seconds long. But for those who don't mind the spoilers, number one, Q is coming back. Okay, at the very end of the trailer. In fact, we're at 11 seconds is where I'm paused. But here, let's go to okay. First thing they show us is the Queen of Hearts, which previously we thought represented either the Borg Queen or the Q, but in season 1 it represented nothing. We got neither the Borg Queen nor Q in season 1, even though Data, when Picard was dreaming, Data's hand was all Queens of Hearts. But here in season 2, you see the Queen of Hearts, and it couldn't be more clear. They leave it as just the Q, and then just in case we're like actually mentally impaired, that we didn't know what was coming, they go ahead and use John Delancey's voice, and he literally says, "The trial never ends." Ha 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 ha. And he laughs. And so yes, so Q is back. Q will be back in season 2 of Star Trek Picard. And honestly, maybe that'll be worth something. I don't know. I have a hard time caring about Q. I am much more concerned about this. And you're like, what is this? What am I looking at? Am I looking at this clock? No, I'm not looking at the clock. Am I looking at this cool picture of the Enterprise D that they zoom in on a few seconds later? There's this picture of the Enterprise D, the Stargazer model. I don't remember seeing these at his chateau in season 1, but I guess they redecorated after all those Romulans were killed. The 15 Romulan bodies they had to drag out of the house. Maybe they had to make some changes in decoration at the chateau. What worries me, there's a better picture of the picture, is at the 9 to 10 and 11 second mark, this stone. What is this stone sitting on the middle of, I don't know, the kitchen table or the parlor table? What is that stone? It almost looks vaguely Klingon. but it is not Klingon. No, any DS9 fan might recognize it. It is, in fact, and yes, we're borrowing the DS9 studio from Star Trek Deep Space Nine, Season 6. I believe it's episode 6, Season 6, episode 21. What is it called? The Reckoning. It's The Reckoning. And this is, in fact, the stone that is under the ancient temple of Baal on Bajor. And Sisko and this monk read it, and it says, "Welcome, emissary." This is a stone that says, "Welcome, emissary." And it is sitting on Jean-Luc Picard's table. Worse, when Sisko touches it, when Sisko touches the stone that says, "Welcome, emissary," he immediately speaks to the prophets. It immediately causes a vision, and he speaks to the prophets. So why are they teasing? Are they teasing us? Are they teasing? Is this just a tease? Or is this legit with something that's going to happen in season 2 of Picard? Is the emissary, is Avery Brooks returning for season 2 of Star Trek Picard? Would they really bring back Avery Brooks and Q in the same season? Is Q going to somehow have something to do with this stone that was touched by the prophets, charged with energy of the prophets? Why is Jean-Luc Picard have anything to do with this? He didn't give a shit. I mean, yes, he cared about ancient cultures, but he didn't particularly care about Bajor. Avery Brooks was the Bajoran expert. And if they bring Picard in to have taken over for Sisko's work, I don't think I'll be happy about that. I don't think Sisko would want this stone on Captain Picard's, Admiral Picard's kitchen counter. I don't think he would. In fact, I would venture to bet, I'm sure he wouldn't, and I would have hoped that Jake and Cassidy would have been able to prevent that from happening. So I'm a little upset. I got some bones to pick with this Star Trek Picard Season 2 trailer. That said, it's not coming out till 2022. That could mean January 2022. It could mean December 2022, or anywhere in between. My guess is somewhere in between. So we probably have got a long road to get from there to here. And why is there no sound in the stream? Don't you tell me there's no sound in the stream. Is there seriously no sound? If there's no sound in the stream, I'm going to be so upset. There's sound, you son of a bitch. Every fucking time. Why is there no sound? There is sound. Okay, I didn't. Oh, and you got Kissing Dax. So Bird's Late with the $1 donation. Thank you so much, Bird's Late. You got Kissing Dax. Greatly appreciated. But please don't tell me there's no sound if there's sound. You purposely didn't hear the sound from the DS9 video or the trailer because I don't want a copyright strike and or even a copyright block, and adding sound greatly increases the chances of that. Also, a big thank you to Rock Solid Productions, who put in a $2 super chat before I even started streaming today. So thank you much, Rock Solid Productions, who we can replay that donation. It's a fake, but it's real. It's a real $2 donation. But Rock Solid said hashtag Bird is late. And that was 20 minutes before I went on. And then Birds Late donated this $1 and got Kissing Dax. So thank you guys. Or girls, or guys and girls, or girls and guys, or guys, girls, and non-binary species, whatever it is. Thank you. Thank you. And I apologize. I got off on this rant about Picard trailer. I had to get it. Had to get into it. But let's go back to the chat and go back to the start of the chat and see where we are. And let's see. And yes, we'll get to the Dear Bops. We'll get to the Dear Bops. So first off, from 47 Yorktown, Qapla 47 Yorktown. Get those fingers a little further apart if I can. He says, happy first contact day. Qapla 47 Yorktown, happy first contact day to you too. The Cat Man, aka D.D. Myers, completely lengthening his name, says, happy first Trek day. Everyone, I think he meant first contact day, but either way, happy first contact day to the Cat Man, aka D.D. Myers. Dan23 just saw the new Picard season 2 Q teaser. Yes, it is a teaser of Q, but as I pointed out, is it a teaser of much more. Not Ryan Johnson says, hello in Qapla, hail Caroga, hail Caroga. Thank you, Not Ryan Johnson. And says, when is Caroga's first contact day? We've already made contact in Caroga. The Rock Solid Production says, hashtag Birds Late, hashtag Hail on Caroga, hashtag Burl hates my content, hashtag Joe and the Ho, hashtag pound sign, hashtag Discovery is better than Lower Decks. Oh, poor Rock Solid. He must have one of those brain worms or brain slugs. Hashtag Kong vs. Godzilla was vanilla and bland like me. Hashtag Hail Bunnyland and hashtag Hail Bunnyland. Thank you for all the hashtags, Rock Solid. Positive Candor says, what day is Happy Caroga Day? Bird of Prey. It's a good day. We need to pick out Caroga Day. I gotta figure out. I gotta do some math and figure out what day is Caroga Day. But thank you, Positive Candor. The Cat Man, aka D.D. Myers, says the Positive Candor. Don't think Bird of Prey has made one up yet. Yeah, I have to make one up. I have to do the math. Yitza Lemon says Q and Picard confirmed. Qapla. Yitza. And Yitza says, for those who haven't seen, and there's the link. What is that? Is that to Twitter? I assume that's the link to the trailer. B. Cluette Qapla B says, welcome B. Says, what a slogan to attach to it. The trial never ends. Indeed. I think he said the trial never ends. He did say at the end of All Good Things, if you're lucky, I might stop in from time to time. If you're very lucky, I might stop in. Something like that. So he always left it wide open for a return of Q. As did Captain Sisko leave it open that he would return. He was saying he would return, maybe in a year, maybe in 30 years, maybe yesterday. He didn't know. Yitza says, they fooled me enough. All I feel is scorn seeing it. Yeah, well, they're using the Queen of Hearts, the same card they used in the first season and then did nothing with it. It's insulting. B says, I know it works within the show, but the double meaning now is rich. John DeMarco says, greetings, everyone. Qapla, John DeMarco. B says to Yitza, I feel the same. And it would be nice if Q came at the end saying it was all trial simulation and snapped us back to normal Trek. Too much to hope for, indeed. And the hunky chunky funky monkey goes on a long number list of chats and says, Captain Trek and I said I should spam you, but I'm not going to. That would be rude and not funny, so I won't do it. Hail alpacas and happy first contact day. Thank you to the hunky chunky funky monkey, and thank you to Captain Trek for telling people to head over to this stream during his stream. And then Rock Solid put in his $2 super chat. Thank you again, Rock Solid. Even though he super chatted hashtag birds late long before I went on. And John DeMarco says, don't worry, Bird loves spam. I haven't tried it in a while. The hunky chunky funky monkey says, be better if it was alpaca contact day. Imagine if alpacas were the dominant species on Earth. That would be interesting. We'd have like alpaca drills, and we'd be running from alpacas, and like alpacas would chase us down at nights, like instead of old ancient man being afraid of wolves and woolly mammoths, it was alpacas, and they would just be chewing in the distance, and they'd get closer and closer and closer to us. And Admiral Saval with a $4.99 super chat says, I'm still muted. Admiral Saval, am I still muted? Is it working, or? Son of a bitch! God damn it, Admiral Saval! I'm not muted. I'm not muted. You made me look. You made me look. If you can't hear me, Admiral Saval, you need to fix your speakers, because my microphone is working fine. I can hear it, and this, I assume, is some type of sign language, which I also assume you can read. Thank you. Thank you, though, for the $4.99 super chat, Admiral Saval. I appreciate it, but I'd more appreciate a super chat that wasn't lies and falsehoods. Hunky chunky funky, but yes. Imagine if alpacas were the dominant species on Earth. And I said I wasn't late, but thanks Rock Solid for the super chat. The hunky chunky funky monkey says, guess they could do the Vulcan salute pretty easily. Alpacas? He says, I mean, it does look like Cochrane is wearing an alpaca's skin. Ah, the weird musings of a madman. Anyway, I'll shut up now. And glad I resisted the temptation to spam, though. I'm trying to be good. Thank you, the hunky chunky funky monkey. And Admiral Saval with another $2.99 super chat. Thank you, Admiral. And says, April Fools, bide. Bide? April Fool's bird. I think he means bird. April Fools. Okay, Admiral. You got me. It's within a week of April Fools. I will give it to you. And you got Kissing Dax. Holy shit. Holy crap. Kissing Dax on a super chat. Very difficult to do. Good for you, Admiral Saval. And good for April Fools for all of us for that one. Thank you very, very much. Not easy to do on a super chat. Much easier to do on a direct donation. But you did it, Admiral. Rock Solid says, well, we're waiting, Birdo Prey. And yes, that was 2 minutes before I officially went live. The hunky chunky funky monkey says, would alpacans have entire starships with a full crew, or just one alpaca shuttles? I think they'd have both, a combination of both. And then Rock Solid waited till 4:30, which was the time I was going on, and said hashtag birds late, but then I believe I started. 47 Yorktown says, hello, young sir. Qapla 47 Yorktown. And he puts in a bunch of Carogan flags. Commodore Ty says, hello, all. Qapla, Commodore Ty. And I am well behind in the chat. The Catman, D.D. Myers says, Qapla. How are you and the family? Hope your Easter was great. Thank you, Catman. We were so tired yesterday. Sisso Prey left with Charlie, but we are still, Mamo Prey and I are still quite tired today. I think we're going to need another day or two to get back to normal. But I had a doctor's appointment today. I have a dentist appointment tomorrow. And I have another doctor's appointment on Wednesday. So it's going to be a busy next few days. And JP's, Qapla JP's with a $20 super chat says lobster dinner for Charlie. Lobster dinner for Charlie. Charlie can't eat lobster yet, but we can put that into a savings account so that he can have lobster once he can eat lobster. Thank you, JP's Tabernacle, for the $20 super chat. Lobster dinner for Charlie. Greatly appreciated, sir. I'll let Charlie know he can expect lobster soon. Rock Solid says 331 plus 2.5 minutes of intro, not 330. I suggest you get a new watch. John DeMarco says the intro never ends. No, the trial never ends. The intro ends. Moxley fan 21, Qapla Moxley says Qapla Bird, Mamo Pray, Sisso Pray, Nephew Pray. Hope you're all doing well. And guys, check out Moxley's channel if you haven't already. Make sure you're subscribed. I had no reason. I didn't know I wasn't subscribed. Moxley, if you get a chance, put in a link to your channel so people can subscribe. The Catman, aka D. Myers, says Gangster Kirk all the way. Moxley fan says we, the people. Absolutely. Carlo Albanese says bed life. It's a stream by Bird of Prey 5. Thank you, Carlo. Commodore Ty says Bird of Prey. Hope you can show people my photo I created for First Contact Day. I will. Thank you. Yes, because another thing I have a little bone to pick today before we get to Dear Bop is the artwork that Paramount Plus used for First Contact Day to advertise First Contact Day. And Commodore Ty took it upon himself to come out with better artwork for First Contact Day. But you'll see the official, and I'll show you Commodore Ty's version as well. And if you already subscribed or follow or whatever the fuck it's called on Twitter to Commodore Ty, excuse my language, you follow, you tweet, whatever it is. I think it's follow on Twitter, then you might already have seen Commodore Ty's artwork. Carlo says hi and hope everyone's as well as can be. Thank you, Carlo. D.D. Myers says hail and greetings to everyone. Qapla again, D.D. Carlos says hail, Caroga. Easland Burkholder says hello. Rock Solid says hashtag sound check. Yeah, sound check is fine. Captain Trek says hello. Hello, Captain. Moxley fans says Bird of Prey. Thanks, Bird, for coming to my stream Sunday. You're welcome, Moxley. I was happy to find that you were streaming. Admiral Saval said I was muted. Moxley fan says hello to Captain Track. Rock Solid says, where's the damn audio? Eastland Burkholder says, but we live on an alternate Earth. But do we live on an alternative Earth? I think we do. Compared to what we've seen in Star Trek, yes. Uncle Remus's Q is coming to Picard Season 2. Excited to see old Q. Well, yeah, to be honest, I'm excited. I'll be honest. I'm a bit excited to see Q. It's the most interesting revelation we've seen. I hope they don't screw him up, but I think they probably will. That said, am I excited? Yeah, of course I'm excited. I'm a Star Trek fan. If they dangle some old Star Trek, some old-timey Star Trek in front of me, of course I'm going to be excited. However, like a lab rat that's been repeatedly shocked every time he touches, a piece of fruit or something, I'm going to be careful about it. But yes, I'm excited. Dee Myers says, Bird of Prey, stranger things have happened. That's true. Easland says, how does one define the real timeline? Or would one tell an Earth from the prime Earth? Well, whatever timeline I'm in is the real timeline. John DeMarco says, let's just hope we don't get carved up like a First Contact Day salmon. Rock Solid is literally lying now about sound. Sound. I don't get it. Eastland says, no, did not take away the reject their truck. Eastland says, no, did not take away. We reject their truck. A hunky chunky funky monkey says, no, Eisenhower did not sign a peace deal with the Greys. He signed a pizza deal with Gray's Pizzeria. He intended to make the biggest pizza franchise in the U.S., but Gray's went bankrupt 1 month later. Was that it? Son of a bitch. Captain Trax is Moxley fan. Hello, I've been going to your streams when they're on. Very cool. And I think it was from Captain Track that I found your stream, Moxley. Ungarima says Picard sounds so weak and old in new trailer. Yeah, he sounds like the guy from Star Trek Generations, like the bad guy. He's like, fire is the prison in which we burn or something. And now that guy was looking to get back to the Nexus. Poor Picard. You think Picard would be trying to get back to the Nexus at this point in his life. And he could just borrow a starship and fly right in. Eastland says, no, not Poop Card, of course. And then I put in a link to the trailer. Positive Candace says, First Contact Day, lots of drinking, lots of swearing, a goofy handshake, lots of partying, lots of innuendo. That's the best way to celebrate First Contact Day. Carlos is not available in the UK. Well, I'm sure they'll have one available in the UK shortly, or from a different. If you put in Star Trek Picard trailer season 2, there's like 50 places that have it, but that's the official source. Eastland says, I thought the Ready Room interviews were more interesting and worthy of watch than Picard episodes were. Well, not the Ready Room for Star Trek Picard, at least not in my opinion. Angry Mrs. Spoiler, Picard's dentures fall out during the teaser trailer. I don't think that happens. Moxley fans says, Kevin Trek, yes, thank you for coming to my streams. Eastland says, how did they get that cheap-looking episodes? Money stolen. How did they get their cheap-looking episode? Yeah, money somewhere. Rock Solid is again lying about the sound. This is what happened. You're the wolf. You're the boy crying wolf right now. Rock Solid. You're the boy crying wolf. You're not supposed to tell the same lie twice. Didn't Garrick teach you anything? Uncle Remus says maybe Q will kiss Picard and turn him into a younger man. Hakeem says Picard sounds so bad in the trailer. Well, he sounds old. The man is old. Uncle Remus says Picard sounds old and frail. He is. Darth Maul, he's still on Earth. WTF? Well, he went back to Earth, I guess. After they left that planet of the synths, he had to go back home and, check what his House Romulans have did. Uncle Remus is Worf's urinal. I don't know what you guys are talking about. The Rectaling. No, it's not the Rectaling. The Reckoning. B says, oh my God. And John DeMarco says, now that is interesting. And Uncle Remus says, you give him too much credit, Bird. Yeah, I mean, they probably just found a rock sitting at Paramount Studios and said, oh, this looks sci-fi-ish. Let's put that on this table. That's probably what happened. P-Cat says, holla, Bird in chat. Qapla, P-Cat. Thank you for coming. The Catman, a.k.a. D.D. Myers, says, it's a teaser. That's all. That's true. It is teasing. It is teasing us. D.D. says hello to P-Cat, and he hated Picard. P-Cat says, hope all is well with D.D. John DeMarco says, as much as I'd like to see Cisco It's probably just some random artifact. Mr. Lundell's Groovy Movies says, stop it with the speculations on this travesty of a television show. They had no clue what that prop was, where it came from. It looked cool, so some damn fool, and they put it in the scene. That is the most likely explanation. I will grant you that. But, I had to talk about it. Like if they put in the threshold salamander into the teaser somewhere, we'd be having a completely different conversation right now. Darth Maul says they're teasing us with Star Trek, all right. We'll have a fantastic time, but in the end, we'll be a hooker and a Carogan she-male. There are no she-males in Caroga. That's fake anti-Trekker lies. Excuse me. D.D. Myers is Bird of Prey. Let them have it. Uncle Remus is now saying no sound. Well, there wasn't supposed to be sound during the trailer. That was by design. But you should have heard me. Vincent Gallipo says, live long and prosper. Live long and prosper. Vincent Gallipo. D.D. Myers says, Darth Maul, good one. And what do we got here? Rock Solid says, hashtag, it's real to my PayPal account. Thank you, Rock Solid. And Rock Solid says, damn it, Bird of Prey, there wasn't a single hashtag in there. They were pound signs. Admiral Saval says I was still muted. Uncle Remus says, will Q be a woman in season 2 of Picard? You know, I was looking not in Picard, but in Loki, because the trailer for Loki also came out. That came out like, 6 or 7 hours ago today. So I was looking through Loki because everybody told me, oh, Loki's going to be a woman. Loki's going to be a woman. And it might yet be true, but the trailer came out for Loki today for Disney Plus, and it hits Disney Plus, which you should cancel. Hashtag cancel Disney Plus. But Loki comes out in the middle of June, and I was looking for this woman, and apparently they're really trying to bamboozle us, I guess, because there was no woman to take over for Loki in the trailer. I mean, the trailer made it appear that Loki, the man Loki, the same actor who played Loki in the movies, whatever his name is still playing him in Loki, the Disney Plus TV show. So I don't know if that was a rumor that he gets replaced by a woman or not, or Disney is legit just trying to fake us out by, releasing only the scenes that has the guy Loki. I'm not sure if anybody has the more info on it, but that was a trailer I was waiting to see and thought we'd be like, aha, we caught them, but so far nothing. Miss Lundell says they're bringing back Q as a damn Easter egg and nothing else. If you fall for it, I got some oceanfront property in Arizona. I'll sell you really cheap. Hey, that oceanfront property might pay off real soon. There was a bunch of earthquakes this morning in Los Angeles. So they weren't big earthquakes, but there was a bunch of them. So it could be the big one is around the corner. And that oceanfront property might finally come through. Remember, the old explorers always put California as an island. And it's possible. Now, granted, I'm not saying it's probable, but it is possible at one time in the distant past, California was an island that then got pushed and connected to the land and may one day again become an island, and making the Gulf of Mexico, or what is that? The Gulf, the Baja Peninsula, the Gulf that's there. Instead of just being the Baja Peninsula, all of California could become an island. And it's possible. That would put Yuma, Arizona, all the way up through the state on oceanfront property. Uncle Remus says, do you think they saved Q until now on purpose for season 2? Q was never in next gen movies. I think, do I think they saved him? I think he was a Hail Mary. He's a Hail Mary. Picard needs help. Picard needs as much help as it can get. And just like Spock, and they at the beginning of Star Trek Discovery, they flat out came out and told us that Spock and Kirk are never going to be in this show, so don't worry about it. And then one season in, right, not even the end of the season, at the very end of the first season, the Enterprise is already in the show. And the very next season, we got Pike, we've got Number One, and we get Spock. And we got Sarek. Well, Sarek was in from season 1. But we get Spock in season 2, something they told us was never going to happen. And now in Picard, granted, they didn't tell us we were never going to see Q, but in the beginning, we were being told by, at least I remember hearing Patrick Stewart say that this is not the continuation of Next Generation, and we were initially led to believe there weren't going to be next-gen actors in Star Trek Picard. But then, in a last-minute change, I believe, to the comic that delayed the final Picard comic, to this day, I do believe in the third issue of the canon Picard countdown comic that Geordi LaForge was supposed to die in the comic, and then they decided they weren't going to kill off the TNG crew, so they had to reprint the comic without Geordi dying, and that is why the comic ended up being shipped a week after Star Trek Picard aired, instead of a week before Star Trek Picard aired, which made no sense, completely ruining the entire comic. But so Geordi's alive. Basically everybody's alive in Next Gen. We didn't get any confirmed deaths of any Next Gen cast members throughout the whole of season 1. So they can bring in literally anybody they want. And Q is, let's face it, Q is the biggest star power. The only person they technically can't bring in is Data. Because they, supposedly killed Data. But that's, they could find a way to even bring Data back. That's not that big a deal. But Q, second to Data, Q is the next big name you can get, right? Because let's face it, Marina Sirtis is not bringing anybody to the TV show. Commander Riker, okay, Riker, Will Ferrell, not Will Ferrell, goddamn. Jonathan Frakes. Jonathan Frakes, yeah, he's got his people, but they didn't pull enough people. Frakes wasn't enough. So who else? Geordi's not going to pull in thousands, tens of thousands of hundreds of thousands of fans. No, you're not going to get them with Geordi. You're not going to get them with Beverly Crusher. You're not going to get them with Will Wheaton. You're not going to get them with any other character. Maybe Worf. Maybe Michael Dorn. But if they bring in Worf, then they've got to explain why the Klingons don't look like the Klingorks. So they really don't want Worf in this. I can tell you that. So Q is it. They can bring in Q. There's 2 people. There's only 2 people they can bring into Picard that would possibly save the show. Okay? Q, which makes total sense, what makes sense at least. You can bring in Q without ruining plot lines. Or William Shatner. And they don't want William Shatner because William Shatner doesn't share their values. Okay? William Shatner is toxic to them. So they don't want William Shatner. Now, William Shatner would do it if you paid him enough. But A, they probably don't have the money for Shatner. And B, they really don't want Shatner. So The only person who would have more star power than John Delancey as Q into Picard season 2 would be if Shatner himself somehow was able to be made into Picard season 2. And they can't do it. They can't afford it. They can't write it. They wouldn't know what to do with Shatner. And at the end of the day, they don't want to give Shatner any money or exposure. So that's not happening. That would be the very, very, very last swish around the toilet bowl, as if they somehow brought Shatner into one of the series. That would be the last of it before it sunk into the sewer system, never to be seen again. Ungarimus says maybe Q is Loki. It's possible. Moxley fan says I'm not muted. Thank you, Moxley. Ungarimus says he should be Loki. Maybe Q is Loki. Maybe he should be. Darth Maul says Bird of Prey of Brooks won't do the show. They recast him as a non-binary. If Brooks won't do the show, they'll recast him as a non-binary white trans species humanoid that looks like a white woman, Ruby Rose. I don't think they would do that. And according to Sirach Lofton, aka Jake Sisko, Avery Brooks would totally do a show if he was paid enough. And so as long as they pay him enough, he'll do the show. He's not working for charity wages, though. Wow, we got a lot. Where are we? Not popcorn, not available in the UK. Orf's urinal, give him too much credit. Let them have it. Pound signs. Oh, okay, I'm way off. Not muted. It was Loki. Brooks would do the show. Okay, there we go. Carlo Albanese, Qapla says there is no mute button in Caroga anymore. Bird of Prey, I removed them all. Thank you, Carlo. Moxley fans says Bird of Prey, guys, be nice. Saying Bird is muted when he's clearly not isn't nice. Thank you, Moxley. Admiral Saval says Bird. Yes, I realize April Fool's Bird. I got it, Admiral. Thank you again for the super chat. And JP's, again, thank you so much for your $20 super chat for lobster dinner for Charlie. I have to be a baby lobster, I guess, so that Charlie can have a chance of cracking it. JP says the hell he can't. Oh, he can, I guess. Sizzle Prey fed him some ice cream for the first time the other day. Ice cream cone, in fact. Apparently, he looked at her when he realized how cold it was, but then he went right back at it. So he found the cold a surprise, but then he went right back to eating it. Dave G Sound says contact. Not that type of contact. Roxanne says Moxley, it's not nice, but it's funny as hell. JP says, yeah, there's no goddamned Archer. Yeah, there's no goddamned Archer. That's what I tweeted to them. Moxley says, here's the link to my YouTube channel. Very cool. Please, guys, check out Moxley Fan 21. Subscribe. Let's keep the community growing. Dave G Sound Qapla says Twitter #stalk. Moxley Fan says, please subscribe to his channel. Darth Maul says, the Cisco, now played by Ruby Rose, will seek out his son, fall in love with him, get married, and have children. Oh my God. JP says, low Bird of Prey. You said F. Didn't Mama Prey give you a dirty look? No, Mama Prey was downstairs, so I was cursing a little more than usual. Commodore Ty says, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Sub goal is 200 subscribers in 19 days. That doesn't mean he needs 200 subscribers. It just means he needs to get to 200 subscribers. He is most of the way there. So please definitely check out Commodore Ty He'd love to have 200 subscribers total by his birthday in 19 days. Rock Solid Productions, Bird of Prey, time is the fire in which we burn. Yes, that was the name. That was the quote. Miss Londell says, say that time. They say time is the flame in which we all burn. Yeah, one of those. Angarima says, boy, has Picard burned. Rock Solid says, Bird of Prey, I'm just making sure you know what's going on here. Thank you, Rock Solid. D.D. Myers says they subbed to Moxley. Moxley says hello to D.D. and thanks for subbing. D.D. says you're welcome. Rock Solid, Bird of Prey, Picard greater than Lower Decks. You know, if you want to feel that way, I'm not going to argue with you, Rock Solid. It's an open, valid question. I mean, whether Discovery, Picard, or Lower Decks is the best, I would say Lower Decks, but I'm not going to get into an argument over any of them because it's like saying, you know, what's better, burnt cheese or burnt butter? How about neither, right? I'm not going to fight about it. JP says Lowell bamboozled. Dan23 says in the Loki trailer, that's the same actor from Stargate Universe. Rock Solid says Bird of Prey, Tom Hiddleston is Loki. Okay, I won't remember that tomorrow, but thank you, Rock Solid. Positive Candor says there was a woman with knives like Loki had in the trailer. Oh, was there? I mean, I saw her, but I didn't see her very consistently. John DeMarco says it must be a trick. The rumors couldn't be wrong. JP says, yeah, California was an island, and the flat earthers are right as well. No, I didn't say that. We all saw Godzilla. We know the earth isn't flat, only hollow. D.D. Myers says California will sink into the water sooner or later. Darth Maul says Bird of Prey, millions of years ago, California had parts underwater all the way into Arizona. It's a historical fact. Sediment records show it. I believe you. Dan says no, they always, and said Next Generation characters may make a guest appearance in Picard. Just said that it wasn't going to be a continuation of TNG done in the same way. Rock Solid says Bird of Prey, they would bring it or lore or B4. Oh, B4, yeah, I guess B4 is technically still around. JP says, oh, I just noticed Garfield is hanging out. Yeah, I moved Garfield over a little bit because he was in the way of the Enterprise. JP says Dornine? That's not how you spell Dorn if we're talking Michael Dorn. Yitza says they were bringing in Guinan too. That's right. But Guinan, Whoopi Goldberg isn't going to bring in anybody to watch her. You might get 16 people who watch The View. 3 of them might tune in to see Whoopi Goldberg. I highly doubt Whoopi's going to have a very long character arc on Picard. JP says William Shatner as Q. Now that would be something if Q turned himself into William Shatner. Darth Maul says Bird of Prey, Marina Sirtis is reported as saying she's doing topless scenes in Picard Season 2. That would single-handedly save the show. I don't know about that anymore, Darth Maul. If this was 20 years ago, 30 years ago, sure, that could save the show. But honestly, if you even saying that, I was getting a sick feeling in my stomach, rising up, hearing Marina Sirtis doing shirtless scenes, and I was like, ugh, I need to prevent myself from barfing. Poor Marina, but the age at which Marina Sirtis could do topless scenes has come and gone. And it's not coming around again. I'm sorry to say. I don't think she would be into it anyway, but that's not saving the show. Yitzis says, and she would be cleaning the set while doing it. Oh my God. Carlo Albanese says, hail Caroga. Hail Caroga. And John Araki with a $1 super chat. Thank you so much, John Araki. Hey, we got a Kissing Dak super chat earlier. You got Morn. There you go. Morn's a good guy. Ms. Londell says, they're going to bring in Q. You'll get a stiffy. He'll disappoint you with the first line of dialogue, probably. I don't believe there was any brain freeze yet. I was concerned, but how quickly he went to go back to the food, it didn't appear like there was any brain freeze. Yitsa says there's a season 4 trailer for Disco 2. Huh. Is there? I didn't know. I did not watch it yet. Commodore Ty says, can you post the link? Chris Perzer, Qapla Chris, says it's perfectly acceptable for Bird of Prey to curse, considering Zephyrin Cochran was known to curse like a sailor. And Positive Candace is linked to the season 4 teaser. I'm going to just watch it. I'm going to watch it, and you guys can see my reaction, but not see it. Oops, something went wrong. I got to type in www instead of studio. It's 1 minute and 31 seconds. Let's see, audio is off. Yeah, audio's off. So I'm just going to watch it. 90 seconds. New season coming 2021. We're all living in uncertainty. Michael. They're all wearing different uniforms. Stress is taking its toll. Oh my God, was that a human? My God, there was just an alien that looked like a scrotum walk past Tilly. An alien that looked like a scrotum just walked past Tilly. They're wearing like Power Ranger suits. There's lights on their suits now. They're not in it alone. None of them are. Five light years across a gravitational anomaly. So what? It could go anywhere and they may not have any kind of warning at all. The Discovery is in tatters. Oh my God, the Discovery is in tatters again. In 2021. I don't understand why did they change the uniforms they had at the end of season 3 looked fairly good. They've got completely different uniforms now. This anomaly threatens everyone in the Federation and non-Federation. It threatens everyone equally. Oh, the Vulcans are allies again. More than allies. Detmer's still there. Gray is still there. The Tall is still there. They're wearing like freaking swords. It looks like Saru might be there. What's his face? The boyfriend is still there with the cat. Grunge is still there, the cat, the ship's on fire, together. Wow, what a horrible, horrible trailer. Okay, I mean, you guys can check it out. It's not even worth discussing. It's not even worth discussing, but I'm glad I saw it, so I know what I'm not missing. I don't know. So basically, the uniforms that we had at the end of season 3 gone, and those were the first good uniforms they've had. Those were the first good uniforms they had. Gone. They've got all new uniforms again. Yitz says his YouTubes are geo-blocked for Euros. Oh, so he puts in the links on Twitter. Gotcha. Captain Track put in the link to his channel. Very cool. Check out Captain Trek's channel. Captain Trek is making some changes to his channel, but you should certainly subscribe. Dan23 says Lower Deck Season 2 preview is showing. Awesome. Yitzis is people who do have no eyebrow fetish still want to watch Whoopi. Commodore Tice's teaser is no longer up. I saw it, Commodore. It might not be available for you Canadians, eh? Dan's Star Trek is going to talk about Prodigy stuff next. Yeah, so today is, there's a whole panel going on StarTrek.com, I believe. So, yeah, some stuff is being released as I speak. Carlo Albanese says saggy boobies, still boobies. Yeah, but man, it's just not the same. Commodore Ty says it might be blocked for me being shown in Canada. Yeah, sorry about that. You know, they're probably not showing it to Canadians because of all those baby seals you club. Captain Trek says Yitza YouTube channel. Thank you for giving the link to Yitza's YouTube channel, another channel everybody should subscribe to. John Araki says, I think we'll see Auntie back on YouTube before we see Marina topless. Probably. P-Cat says, Marina was topless in the very realistic Death Wish 3. Was she also in, what was it, the movie? Blind Date or something? Dan23 says, there was a Miranda class in the Lower Deck Season 2. Okay. Very cool. And there's the link for the Lower Deck Season 2 trailer, which I guess I'll watch. I guess I'll watch that just to see. You can watch my reaction. Bird is late, donated $1, says we're never getting to Dear Bop. It's been over an hour at this point. Oh, I'm sorry. We've got some important things to do. Also, just so you know, at the beginning of this show, there were only 2 Dear Bops. So don't worry. Paramount Plus original. Oh, I need to turn on the audio. Instagram.
Put somebody a little younger.
Uh,
A little younger.
so Boimler's still on the Titan. Oh, August 12th? New season starts August 12th. So, we actually get a date. We actually get a date. So I wonder if Discovery is going to come in after. I'm guessing Lower Decks is going to happen first, and then Discovery is going to come in after Lower Decks. I can't imagine Discovery will be finished before Lower Decks. That's interesting. So we actually have a date. That's the most interesting thing. Okay. So August 12th will be, I assume, another 10 episodes, 10 weeks of Lower Decks. That's yeah, it wasn't a hell of a lot in that trailer. The Random Menace, Qapla, the Random Menace is greetings from the future. Long, busy weekend. Yes, today is also weekend. I'm actually glad you checked in, Random Menace. I was a little worried, being I didn't see you on the streams this morning. And I'd gone to a yellow alert or DEFCON 4 for Yosef. Because there was one half day without hearing from you. I would have raised the alert a little higher had the whole day gone by. But I do appreciate you checking in, Yosef, even if you can't stay. Captain Trek puts in a link for Yitz's PayPal. Guys, if you have got, if you can help out Yitza, please do. He makes avatars. He makes artwork for the community. Most for his avatar work, he doesn't ask for a dime. He does that free of charge. But he's in a new situation after losing his old job where he has to actually pay for the software he uses, the Adobe software he uses to do this stuff. So if you can help him out with a few bucks, whether he's made you an avatar or not, you got a few dollars, it would go to a good cause and help Yitza be able to keep his software, which in turn keeps this community chugging along with quality artwork. And Positive Candor puts in the YouTube link for the Lower Deck Season 2 trailer. Vincent Gallipo says, I love Morn. Yes, Morn is a great guy to come up. Yitza says, thanks to Captain Track. Commodore Ty says, Paramount blocked videos in Canada. You guys got to stop, killing those baby seals. Yitza says, I'd walk my scrotum past Tilly. Yitza says, even the Twitter one. God damn it. Vincent Gallipo says, I hate Paramount. Darth Maul says, Bird of Prey, if Troy had been living on that planet for so long and the healing properties, her body would be banging. Yeah. And, they should have gone to that planet from Star Trek Insurrection. Hell, they were in orbit, and after like 12 hours, both Troy and Beverly were talking about how their boobs had become firmer. And they were only in orbit a few hours. If they had been living on that planet, not only would Troy's son not be dead, but she would be looking like she was 20 again, which would have been great for her career. But no, they had to send them to some hippie planet where they have to send out their daughter to kill poor little poisonous unicorn bunnies instead. When there was a perfectly good planet of whatever radiation that would have saved their son's life. But for reasons, they didn't go there. They went to the cheaper planet. We'll do everything for our son except actually the one thing that would save his life. Commodore Ty says, can see it on Twitter to Yitza. And Dan says the trailers are also on Instagram. And John DeMarco says another galaxy-threatening event. Yes. They're going to save the galaxy again. Is this the first, second, third? 4 seasons and 4 times Michael Burnham is going to save the galaxy. 4 to 4. Wow. Should maybe be 5. I don't know. Maybe she'll find a way to save the galaxy twice in 1 season. 4 for 4. Michael Burnham saves the galaxy once again. Yitza Lemon says, but what will Yosef think of it? Tim Chris says, Qapla, Tim Chris. Positive Candor says, NCC 1877, USS Madcuff in Lower Decks teaser. Thank you. Positive Candor. Yitza loves playing hacky sack with saggy melons. Commodore Ty says, if you're outside of the USA, go to the Star Trek Twitter account and you will be able to see the trailers. Dan says, I need more than 36 followers on Twitter, please. Oh, Dan, put in your Twitter, your @Twitter sign so people know to follow you, who to follow on Twitter. JP says, baby seal references. Yeah, I got it. I'm sorry. JP says, to hell with Dear Bop. Now, we'll do the Dear Bops. I got to get through the chat. Then I want to talk about the artwork from Paramount Plus. Then we'll do the chat, the Dear Bop. Commodore Ty says, they just animated Captain Janeway in Star Trek Prodigy. And it's Captain Janeway from Season 1 Star Trek Voyager. What? Saul Leibowitz, Agent to the Stars, says, Qapla, Bird of Prey, I hope Nephew of Prey has recovered from biting you. Hail Caroga. He's fine. And yes, for those of you who might not have seen yesterday, I didn't stream, but I did put up a picture of Nephew of Prey biting me. You can find it in the community section of my YouTube channel. It's a pretty funny picture. Commodore Ty puts in a link to trekmovie.com. Dan says, to see the trailers in Canada, I think you have to go to the channel page for the shows that it's on TV. The Random Menace says, Easter holidays. Head mom and 4-year-old niece over. Was funny 5 days. Less on YouTube, more in real world, but now I'm back to normal. Very cool, Random Menace. I'm glad you had a great Easter. JP says, hey to Yosef. Random Menace says, my scrotum would shrivel next to Tilly. JP says, oh damn, I forgot about the unicorn bunnies. Damn the Federation's HMOs. Yes. After Riker himself delivered the speech about how the Federation had moved beyond killing animals for meat. Not that I agreed with that philosophy, but he did say it. The Random Menace says hello to JP's. Actor says, I'm here. Hi all. What did I miss? You missed Picard Season 2 trailer, Discovery Season 2 trailer. I'm going to be honest. Quite a few things today. JP says to the Random Menace, I'd empty my scrotum into... Wow. Uncle Remus says, why does Jonathan Frakes' voice not sound right in Lower Deck Season 2? I don't know. It sounded right to me. Agner says, oh wow, that's the level of the chat. Yeah. Random Menace is JP's, but why? JP says, cause she's a redhead and curvy. Josh Street says, put Bird of Prey for everything, so Bird of Prey has to do a video for Dear Bop. So keep using Bird of Prey in every comment, even if it's not for Bird of Prey. No, don't do that. Commodore Toys says, Bird of Prey, that link I posted shows the animated Captain Janeway. Okay. Thank you, Commodore. John Araki says, how do you confuse Parmesan cheese for crack? Dan 23 says, Captain Janeway official Prodigy image. And I go take a look at that. Oh my God. Okay. I gotta bring this up. I gotta bring this up. This is just, what the fuck? Excuse my language. What are they thinking? What are they thinking? This is what it's going to be? Janeway is back and she's a captain. She's just a captain. What is this? Before she goes on Voyager? So does this take place before Voyager? At least she's wearing the Voyager uniform, but like what? It doesn't make any sense. Okay, one of two things. This either has to take place before Voyager, or she's a hologram. That we didn't know, but she had become some type of command hologram before she left. And they decided to implement her, even though they thought she died in space or something. Wow, that is really, really messed up. I'm actually kind of curious how they're going to explain that. I am very curious how they're going to explain this, what we see there, as the image they're using in Prodigy. But I got to tell you, at least it looks Star Trek. At least, even in as terrible as Prodigy and everything else we've seen about Prodigy is, at least in this one instance, this image looked Star Trek. Darth Maul says, you missed Troy topless. Well, oh well. Uncle Remus, a Season 2 Discovery trailer. Wow, not Season 2. I'm sorry. Season 2 of Picard. Hakeem's and Season 4 of Discovery. Hakeem found out Michael Burnham is the new Space Jam. Now there's no reason to watch it. JP says, low, bahaha, Bird of Prey, you read that. Yeah, I read the chats. Random Menace says, I only like one woman. I signed the paperwork. Good for you, Random Menace. Yitza lol. Dan23 says, I'm not liking these new Prodigy images. Yeah, me neither. Though they look Trek, but there's no... That's not what she should look like. Oh, Remus says, looks like just like her. Boobs too large, though. Are you saying they increased her boobage? I'm sure they have a very accurate chest to waist ratio. Uncle Remus is holographic doctor from Voyager, sex change to Janeway. Possibly. JP's is lol, oh my god, bird of prey, she has a giraffe neck. Well, you know, you got to accentuate certain physical characteristics. Random Menace's Janeway looks good in that picture. I really like it. Janeway did nothing wrong. Dan23 says, if you ever played Star Trek Elite Force video game, you may remember how Captain Janeway looks in that. I've never played it. And Uncle Remus says, I can't wait for Star Trek Proctology. Yeah. It's weird. It's a weird world. Getting from there to here. The Random Menace likes the word boobage. I honestly can't tell the boobage from this picture, and I'm okay with that. But moving on to the biggest, most shocking, most racist, disgusting, literally racist, pandering artwork that Paramount Plus released today for its Star Trek First Contact Day. In fact, this was emailed to me overnight or this morning because I still have Paramount Plus. This is the artwork for Star Trek First Contact Day. Okay? And here's the full image. And let's look at what we've got here. Okay? First off, the two best captains, hands down, the two best captains in Star Trek history. Captain James T. Kirk. Captain Benjamin, I'll kick your ass, Cisco. The smallest. My God, man. Why did you make me so small on this poster? I am literally the size of Michael Burnham's nose. It is too small. Okay? William Shatner and Avery Brooks. Tiny. What the fuck? Okay? Why did they choose these? We know, okay? We know, listen, I love Uhura. Everybody loves Uhura. But why the F did they put Uhura on this poster? One freaking reason, and we all know it, and it's racist. It is as racist as if I went down the street and said, I'm not going to sell this to you because I don't like the color of your skin. It's as racist. Uhura, we all love Uhura, but she has no business being in this poster. This poster has the captain, or at least main character, of every Trek that's represented, except they said, let's throw in Uhura because, you know what? She's black. And we can get diversity points, and she's a woman. She's a black woman, so we get double diversity points. So we'll make her the second biggest person on this poster, even though her position on the ship, frankly, even though she was a member of the senior staff, she was not in the top 2 or 3 of the senior staff. Okay? Literally not a single other person that's had anything near Uhura's position is on this poster. Okay? They could have put it on Chakotay. They could have put Chakotay, right? He's a different ethnic group. They could have put on Sulu. He's a different ethnic group. No. We get Cisco, which I 100% agree. Fuck, Cisco should be the biggest one on here, maybe. We get Cisco. He's African American. He's a captain. He deserves to be here. We get Sonequa Martin Green, Michael Burnham, who, as much as I think she's a terribly written character with totally awful history, completely destroying the Star Trek mythos by her very existence. She is at least technically now a captain, and the entire time the lead, the no holds barred, no fucks given, 100% the lead of her show, Star Trek Discovery. So if you want to make Michael Burnham the biggest person on your poster, go right ahead and just, see how many people it turns off. But fine. I can understand why Michael Burnham gets top billing. She has an active show and she's the star of the active show. Fine. I get it. Okay? Why is Pike even on here? His show hasn't even begun. His show hasn't even begun yet. And he is as big, if not bigger, than Captain Picard, who's starred in 2 shows now. 2 shows, Star Trek series. He was in TNG and in Picard. And Pike hasn't even starred in 1 show. He was a secondary character on 1 season of Discovery, and he gets bigger billing than the William Shatner. Okay, and I don't know why they made Janeway so small either. She could have been bigger. They all could have been bigger, but fine. You're gonna make Janeway over there. Mariner, what the fuck is Mariner doing? Okay, you're saying, well, she's the star of Lower Decks. Well, then put Boimler on there too. Would it be too hard to put Mariner and Boimler? Okay, I've said that Mariner was the star of Lower Decks, and I was told I was wrong. I was told, no, Boimler's the star. Boimler's the star. Fuck you. Boimler's not the star, and this is the proof. Mariner is the star of Lower Decks, not Boimler. I don't care what order their names come out in the credits. It doesn't fucking mean anything. She's obviously the star of Lower Decks. It was obvious to me from the beginning, and this panel makes it doubly obvious. But why Uhura? Of all people, and I love Uhura, but she doesn't deserve to be on this poster. If they're really that limited for how many people should be on this poster, then they should have put Sulu. Okay, Sulu was higher ranked. He brings in more ethnic diversity at least, and he was a captain in the universe. He got the rank of captain. He was on at least as many shows, more shows than Uhura was on. It could have been Sulu. It should have been Sulu, frankly. But they're like, oh, let's put on all the black characters we can. Okay, fine. Why isn't Mariner's mom on here? That would make more sense. She's captain, but, well, she's not the lead character of her show. But what upsets me the most is Captain Kirk, who is the one who gave rise to all of these people. Every single person on this poster owes their livelihood, their job, to William Shatner. Without William Shatner, none of these people would have jobs. None of these people would be the characters that they are on this poster. William Shatner should be the biggest one here. And he could be in the background, but he should be at the top looking down at the universe he helped create. Not the small little guy in the background, literally behind everyone else. And Avery Brooks also not getting the respect he deserves. He should be up there too. Single-handedly the best Star Trek series to ever air. 7 seasons, 25 plus episodes a season. Not even close to anything they're doing today. Okay, so let's go to Twitter and come up with Commodore ties. Commodore ties version of it. Okay, so this is Commodore ties version. Oh, right. And where was Archer? Where was Archer? Not even an ounce of respect. Not even respect for Star Trek Enterprise. No Archer, no Porthos, no T'Pol, no Hoshi. Oh, there's no Asians on that poster at all. What about hashtag Stop Asian Hate, which Uber again emailed me to remind me to stop Asian hate? Well, Paramount Plus, why are you supporting Asian hate by not putting any of your Asian characters on your poster? You can't find room for one Asian character? Commodore Ty did. He found room for two. You got Sulu and you got what's her face, the space Hitler from the Mirror Universe, Michelle Yao's character. Okay? Either of them. Or Hoshi from Enterprise. They could have been up there. They could have been on that poster. Where's Porthos? This is Commodore Ty's infinitely better poster with Captain Archer, Captain Kirk, Sulu, Picard, Cisco, the Cisco, and Janeway, and Pike, and Michelle Yao, and Ensign Mariner's mother, Captain Freeman, and last and least, Michael Burnham. All of roughly equal size. With Live Long and Prosper and the First Contact ship. You know who's missing? You know who's missing from First Contact Day poster? Zefram fucking Cochrane. Zefram fucking Cochrane. The man responsible for First Contact. How do you have a First Contact Day poster without the man who did First Contact? It's like making a poster for Lincoln's birthday and not putting Abraham Lincoln on the fucking poster. It's like, oh, well, let's put Pocahontas, and we'll put, I don't know, we'll put the guy who shot him. We'll put Ford's Theater. But we won't put Lincoln or his memorial on the poster. We'll call it our Lincoln Day celebration, but we'll have George Washington on it. Where the fuck is Zefram Cochrane, Paramount? I know why he's not on the poster. You know why he's not on the poster. We all know why he's not on the poster. Sassy knows. You tell him, Sassy. Sassy's very angry. Very angry. Anyway. Yeah, his little Zefram Cochrane's warp ship is in this poster too. So I guess that's it. We don't get even to see him. We just get to see his ship. You know what? They could have put Lily. They could have put Lily. It would have been nice if Zefram and Lily were both on here. No. Probably they don't even know who Lily is, because I doubt they watched the movie that far. Okay. Okay, what are we doing? Rock Solid says, don't call me tiny. Captain Track says, everyone should give me a thumbs down. What, Captain? What are you talking about? Nobody should give you a thumbs down. Josh reads his Bird of Prey that Janeway could be a hologram sometime in future teaching a new Starfleet cadets. Yeah, that was about what I was thinking. It was a teaching hologram. Dan23 says, Bird of Prey, I just checked Wikipedia, and it says Star Trek prodigy Kate Mulgrew as Catherine Janeway, a training hologram based on Janeway's appearance and personality. So it is a hologram. Okay. Well, that makes sense. I knew it had to be one of those things, so I'm pretty sure I summarized that she was a hologram a while back. But what I don't know is, so this is after Voyager gets back, but they make the hologram of Captain Janeway from before Voyager. And Geeks Enjoy Nerdrotica with a $2 donation, super chat. Thank you, Geeks Enjoy Nerdrotica. Says, every effing time Paramount has no effing clue. Seriously, every effing time they put out something on CBS All Access or Paramount Plus, they have no effing clue what they're getting into. Every single time. Hungry says, does Star Trek have a rock as a new character like Star Wars? They do! They do! Star Trek Prodigy has a rock monster as a character. Now, granted, it's not a rock like Geode in the High Republic, which is literally just a rock, a slab of granite. The rock monster in Star Trek Prodigy is at least humanoid in appearance with arms and legs and a face. But it's a rock monster. It is a rock. Ms. Londell, she looks like Mary Poppins. Captain Track. No, Captain. What's the matter, Captain? Uncle Remus says, why is Mikey Spock so big? Yes. Moxley fan says, the larger the boobs, the better. Dan23 says, please ignore the last two in my comment. No problem. JP says, lol, the Kirk impression. My God, man, I've been reduced to a tiny speck on a poster that I made possible. Every fucking time they put out a new poster, I get smaller and smaller. I have to call my agent. JP says, lol, the Kirk impression. Yeah. Honorary says, Mikey Spock has no things. Roxanne says, Bird of Prey, don't call me tiny. I know, that was Sulu. That was tiny, yeah. What are you up to, Tiny? Dr. Scotty, Qapla Dr. Scotty donated $5 through Super Chat. Says, I loved your All About the Bass music video. You looked very special in the dress, and I was impressed with your dance moves. I don't get the reference, Dr. Scotty. I apologize. Thank you for the $5. I don't understand what that reference is to. So let's see. Where were we? It's like the one woman signed the paperwork. Cadets, Mary Poppins. Don't call me tiny. Uncle Remus says, where is the green woman? Tendi, Ensign Tendi. I think she's there. JP says, which one? Commodore Ty's Bird of Prey. They also omitted the Asian character. Yes. I saw that, Commodore Ty, and you put him back. I guess they can only do one hashtag at a time. So they were doing hashtag Black Lives Matters instead of hashtag Stop Asian Hate. Dan33 says, Wikipedia says Prodigy Billy Campbell as Thadium Okana. Algorithm says, oh my. Agner says the poster is a random as fuck. Would be random if, yeah. Josh Reed says, warning, Bird is on a Bird of Prey 5 rant, so we have lost Bird of Prey for at least an hour. Dan says she's on the poster because there's a show documentary with her in it. That's not why she's on the poster, Dad. Algorithm says the picture of Picard is photoshopped. He is much more skeleton-like now. Yeah, well, they've all been touched up. I mean, this whole poster was put together in Photoshop, so everything about it is Photoshopped. Hakeem says, why on earth is the Lower Decks chick on there? Give you 2 guesses, Hakeem. JP's is lolling at Dan. Saul Leibowitz says, no gay, trans, or bi on that poster. Hateful unless the plan is to make Picard gay. You know what? The Romulans turned Picard gay. Angremus says, but Bird Mikey Spock is the bestest ever. That's why. You know what? The bigger you are on the poster, the bestest you are. Hakeem says they did Picard dirty. Carlos says Pike was the best of Discovery. Yeah, but he wasn't a main character. Angremus says, isn't the size that matters, Bird. It is on a poster, Uncle Remus. The tip doesn't count. If you can only see the tip of Kirk's head, that doesn't count on a poster. Hector says she's there because her skin is RGB 139, 69, 19. You win the internet today, Hector. Pflugerville says the art is bad. Honestly, I mean, I don't think the art is terrible. It's just a bad choice of characters. Actor says, well, you want good art in an actual CBS poster. Uncle Remus says Photoshop diarrhea. Rock Solid says, why wouldn't the captain of the Cerritos be in there? Because they're putting main characters, not captains, except for Uhura. I don't know. Miranda Menace says Bird of Prey Picard is dead. That is true. Carlos says the naked fan dance. Oh my God. Agnes says Kirk is also dead. Maybe. Poor Archer. Yeah, poor Archer. Where the fuck is Archer or Porthos? Uncle Remus says Captain Kirk isn't woke enough. Where's Chris Pine? Says Uncle Remus. That's another thing. I don't particularly care, but that's another thing. Agnes says he's lucky to be there. Carlos says should have been a Vulcan. Yeah. They could have put Zachary Quinto, not Zachary Quinto. They could have put Zachary Quinto. But they could have put the guy who plays Sulu in the JJ verse. You know, Harold from Harold and Kumar. They could have put him up there. The Random Menace says, where is Archer? Justice for Archer, absolutely. Carlos says Burnham doesn't count. Not even Porthos, absolutely, Dan. Hakeem says Michael Burnham should have been smaller. It's ridiculous how big she is. Carlos says this poster was so racist with only having humans. Another problem. It is. They could have had Michael Dorn. Worf should have been up there. He was in more episodes of Star Trek than anybody in history was Worf. 7 seasons of TNG, 4 seasons of DS9. Almost every episode Worf was in. More episodes than anyone in Star Trek history. Probably will never be beaten. He should have been up here. And also, at some point, made a captain, I believe. At least in beta canon. Dan23 says the original image of Star Trek Prodigy characters, they put the same image up, but Janeway is in the middle. Okay. Geeks Enjoy Neurotica says, hey everyone, sorry I'm late. Agnes says, language is my nephew. Language, my nephew is here. I'm sorry, Hector. Geeks Enjoy Neurotica says, just got back from watching all the new Trek trailers. Shoot me. Bird ranting, love it. Actor says 10 minutes, minute 10 of Bird's rant. Dan 23, and we didn't get to Dear Bop yet. Dan 23 says characters with Janeway and puts in a link. Carlos says he was too drunk and missed the picture. Geeks Enjoy Neurotica, how the F is Lower Decks in this? And then Geeks Enjoy Neurotica super chat. Thank you. Carlos says Dear Bop will be a Dear Bop in a couple minutes. The menacing fan says, and a snot monster too. Oh yes, in Lower Deck, in Prodigy. Captain Rock Solid says 90 plus minutes, 0 Dear Bops. I'm sorry. Dr. Scotty, thank you again. Kevin Trex with Bird of Prey. I meant to give you a thumbs down for singing part of Enterprise theme. Thanks a lot, Captain. It's been a long road getting from there to here. You threatened me, I sing more. You know what? At the end of the stream, we're going to count. No, I'm kidding. Alex Kurtzman donated $1 and says, what a great day for Trek. I have done a great job. Watch my shows or you are racist. Alex Kurtzman. Dr. Scotty says, my super chat was a reference to the video, The Jib Jab. Oh, the Jib Jab video from T-Berg. Thank you. Rambling Docs, Jay says, hey, brother Qapla, Rambling Doc. Doc J. Carlos has shown me on this model of the Enterprise where they touched you. Jedi Bill, Qapla, Jedi Bill says, hello, Bird of Prey, Qapla, Brother Warrior. Hail, Caroga. Hail, Jedi Bill. Hope you're doing well. And did I miss Dear Bops? Not yet, Jedi Bill. Not yet. You missed a lot. I'm going to be honest. You missed a whole lot of ranting. But you didn't miss Dear Bops. We're going to get to Dear Bops right after these commercial messages.
Ronald McDonald in Dreamy Breakfast.
This morning it seems Ronald's having a dream.
Time for breakfast, Birdie.
Oh boy, hotcakes.
Hoppin' McHotcakes. After 'em, Birdie.
You betcha.
Whoop. Whoops. Gotcha.
Got you. Ronald,
Time for breakfast with a friend.
Wow. Yummy hotcake syrup and butter.
Plus juice and milk.
Breakfast.
A dream come true.
McDonald's and you.
What's in this little blue egg that keeps Barbara Eden looking slim and trim?
Ooh, there's only one answer to that. It's Legs Control Top Pantyhose. See? Legs slims and trims but doesn't bind. So you get comfort and control.
Stretching, bending, standing, setting. There's one pantyhose that's always fitting. Nothing beats a great pair of legs.
One Day at a Time has moved. The craziest cast of characters in some of their zaniest adventures ever now come to you in the morning at a brand new time. Anything goes, and it usually does. So be sure to watch us, because it all happens one day at a time. Now at 10 Eastern, 9 Central and Pacific.
If we lived in a world where all women were the same, they'd need only one shampoo. Clairol introduces 7 shampoos for the real world, where all women are different. Clairol Essence shampoos, each with its own natural botanical. Aloe Essence for extra body. Chamomile Essence for beautiful highlights. Ginseng Essence for conditioning. 7 Clairol Essence shampoos that make your difference beautiful. Clairol Essence shampoos.
Hey, right now, Loblaws is having a huge frozen food sale. You can get tremendous value on over 50 frozen food items, frozen vegetables, frozen meat entrees, frozen concentrated juices, ice cream. If it's frozen, you can save plenty. Don't get left out on the cold. Come on in and stock up that freezer. Loblaws frozen food sale. Another reason why more than the price is right. Does he work here?
Yep, that's the newest commercial. Thank you to, oh man, I'm sorry, I have a brain. Somebody who sent that to me, thank you so much. I'll remember in time. The William Shatner whatever commercial. If it's frozen, you can get it. There. Yes. Yeah. Speaking of William Shatner, he was bigger in the commercial than he was in the poster. Son of a bitch. Okay. So it is time for Dear Bop. Dear Bop. We have 9 Dear Bops, which is a sufficient amount of knowledge that I can dish out. Okay. Dear Bop, I'm too afraid, excuse me. I'm too afraid to change my job, which I hate, and no longer feel is right for me. All the staff are depressed and come to me for help. I feel the same as them, but I seem to be able to cope unlike them. I love the people, but seeing them this down is pushing me over the edge. I find it hard to do online forms for jobs, and I get too nervous before an interview and never say what I know I should say. Can you give me any advice on how to overcome this negative feeling and make the move I desperately want to do? Yes. First off, it's easier said than done, obviously. Like all good advice, it is easier said than done. But remember, when you're going on a job interview, you're selling you to try to get hired, but you also need to see if they're a match for you. And whether they know it or not, you should be just as judgmental as they are, as you perceive them to be against you. That is to say, when you get there, don't be worried about what they're going to ask you. Don't be worried about how you're going to respond. Come in with the attitude that they need to sell this job to you. Okay? And whether it's true or not, that they need you more than you need them, go there with that attitude. Like I said, it's easier said than done. But just go there and be under the impression that, hey, I'm here. And yeah, okay, you got me to come to your office. But now it's your job to sell me on this job. Okay? You tell me. Like, if we can get to the point and ask questions, you ask the questions like, well, what do why should I be working here? What are you going to do for me? Okay, what do you have that's going to make this worth my while? Put them on the defensive. Now, it might not work, but that's the mentality you need to have. And with that mentality, you're in the superior position. And your nerves should get reduced, because now you're not making it your job to impress them. You're making it their job to impress you. And to a point, it is. I mean, every job is really an interview, is not only saying, hey, are you a good candidate? It also should be, are they a good match for your skills? And so go in and frankly, put the burden on them. Ask your questions, answer your questions as if the burden is on them to sell you to this job. The burden is not on you to impress them. The burden is on them to impress you. And see what happens. And it might not work the first place or the second or the third, but eventually you'll find the place, and then you'll be far more happier than you would have been. It's especially helpful if you're not in a rush, that you absolutely need to find another job immediately. If you don't have a family that needs food immediately and you've got some time, it's better that way, because let's face it, you're not under constant pressure to take the first thing that comes along, and that's better for everyone. But I hope that helps. Basically, just reverse the roles. Tell them you need to impress me. I'm not. You don't say this out loud, mind you, but in your head, you say, you impress me. I'm not impressing you. Okay, and I hope that helps. Dear Bop, My girlfriend recently left me tied up while taking a call from her husband. Oh, fuck. He's such a cuck. I guess I can say that word. Unfortunately, she forgot about the candle she left lit. And long story short, I wound up with serious burns on my junk. I'm in the hospital now and will probably need major surgery. And my girlfriend is now freaked out about the burns she herself caused and now doesn't want to touch me in that way anymore. Should I call her husband and tell on her so she leaves him and I'm the only man she has? Or should I just wait the 6 months the doctors say until the skin graft takes and forget this ever happened? Jedi Bill, do you have something to tell us as the person who was most recently in the I'm sorry, it's anonymous. I know it's anonymous, but we all know Jedi Bill just got out of the hospital. He could have potentially written this one. Maybe this infection was anyway, don't worry. It's anonymous. I'm not going to look it up. So your girlfriend recently left you tied up while taking a call from her husband. You see, that's a problem. That's the first problem. You don't want to be in that position. I don't know who's the cuck. I feel like that feels like a bad word. Oh my God. No, don't call your girlfriend's husband. Let's set that. Let's start there. Okay. Do not call your girlfriend's husband and turn her in. You know what you're gonna say? No, you don't gonna say I've been sleeping with your girlfriend. No, that's not gonna work out. And if you did that, she's not gonna come to you. You can't force her to come to you by you turning her in. That doesn't work like that. I'm sorry. She'll find some other dude in that chance. But I would strongly suggest you take this opportunity to end the relationship and try and find a nurse or somebody else who's more interested in the meantime, and maybe go from there. New York Medical donated $1 and said, "Hello, Joe. How is your skin graft going?" Son of a bitch. Well, I honestly, I almost wish, but no, I can tell you, I have not suffered any skin problems in that region. Nor is my girlfriend, nor do I have a girlfriend. So not me. Fortunately or unfortunately, not me. But yeah, just take this opportunity, get out of the relationship. Don't call her back. Let things be the way they are, and just move on and find someone single, or at least separated. Jedi Bill says, "Bird of Prey, that is not my Dear Bop. I absolutely did not write that Dear Bop." Well, Jedi Bill, you sound like you doth protest too much. I'm kidding, of course. T-Berg, Sci-Fi Texas, Bird of Prey, make sure you refresh your Dear Bop list. It's coming in. I see more Dear Bops coming in. Thank you, T-Berg. I hope your skin graft goes well. Joe Biden donated $1 and got us kissing Dax. Joe Biden says, "Did you and Fang Fang enjoy the candle idea I gave you? Hail Caroga number 22. No, there was no Fang Fang. There was no candle. Dear Bop, I finally broke down and bought a new tablet. I picked up a Samsung Galaxy Tab S7, which I'm using to type this message to you. I will admit, while it doesn't have the exact video and photo editing apps on it like the Surface would have, it is faster and the Adobe apps that are on work well. Overall, nice tablet, and the keyboard is pretty decent too. Battery life in standby is quite good too, which can be a problem in some tablets, but a few days in, I'm digging it. Well, congratulations. I'm happy you're happy. Now, I do remember that I gave you the advice to go with the Microsoft tablet, the Surface. But if you're happy, I'm happy. And I thank you for giving an update. I didn't know they had keyboard. T-Berg says Guido from the tire shop says he can repair your girlfriend and fill her with nitrogen for more firmness. Dear Bop, who would you choose as being most like yourself and why? SpongeBob, Patrick, or Squidward, Mr. Krabs? I have never watched an episode of SpongeBob, so I literally have no idea. I'm assuming they're all SpongeBob characters by their names, but I've literally never seen an episode, so I don't have any idea. I guess I would say, going just off of what I can read, I guess Patrick, and because he has a normal name, I'm going to say like Joe, but being I'm Birdo Prey 5, I guess maybe Squidward because he has an animal in his name. So I don't know. I'm sorry. Not a SpongeBob fan. T-Bird says bird is plankton. Dear Bop, howdy Joe, just checking in with you to see if you received the gift cards we sent you from P.F. Chang's. Fang told us what a fan you are of our menu, so he wanted to see if you either of our restaurants or call us at P.F. Chang's to go, just so you know we have those wonderful hairy oysters that you love so much. Long Don. No thank you. Dear Bop, hello Joseph. I am checking in with you as I have still not received the contract for Prey to appear in our fantastic, upstanding magazine. Remember that your signature on the paper means $1 million in your pocket since you are acting on your sister's behalf. I will need to rescind the offer if we don't receive your authorization by April 15th. Clock is ticking. Your best buddy, Larry Flint. I only do virtual signature, Larry. Sorry. I stopped you. Caroga is a paperless society. We worry about the trees. Dear Bop, your waste pickup schedule has changed. Please leave your bases and your spaceships at the curb at 8 a.m. on Thursdays. We thank you for your cooperation. Sincerely, Carogan Recycling All Program Crap. And your waste contractors, the Alpacans. Oh, God. I haven't been in Space Engineers to turn on the weapons yet. Dear Bop, I am the husband of the woman whose boyfriend wrote you earlier. I gotta say, the boyfriend, Jedi Bill, got off lucky with the burns, as I do own a shotgun, and was about ready to turn the boyfriend into Swiss cheese. I agree with you, the boyfriend should seek another partner and not come around here anymore. You can tell the hospitalized boyfriend that the wife, Tracy Lords, is not a slut and not to come here anymore. Peter North. Jedi Bill, I don't know if that's for you, if that's serious or not serious. I'm assuming it's a joke, but if you know Tracy and her husband Peter, you better give him a wide berth, Jedi Bill. And Carlos says, Patrick is the most fun. Then that's me. I'm Patrick. This is a little disturbing. I might have stumbled upon some type of romance triangle. Is that what they call it? Love triangle? It's not love. It's lust. Lust triangle. Involving Jedi Bill, Tracy, and Peter. But Jedi Bill, most important thing is remember to take your next pill at 4 p.m. your time, which is in, I believe, a couple hours. Carlo Albanese says, Bird of Prey, no need to turn off the weapons. Everything is gone. Everything is gone. Caroga 001 is gone. The station's gone. Everything's gone. T-Bergs is Bird of Prey. Do you know that alpacan ships are made of? It's made of Carogans. Son of a bitch. There's got to be something left. Darth Maul says, can we get a deep fake of Bird on Patrick's body? The duet is gone. Well, I know the duet is gone. I know the Frank Sinatra was gone. I knew those guys were gone. I knew it was my fault on the duet. I forgot to turn it back into a ship, so I couldn't get the shields to come up. Carlo Albanese's Bird of Prey. If you don't turn them on, they will be. I know. I gotta get back in the game. Okay, so we finished the Dear Bops. We finished the Dear Bops. So it's getting dark in here. It's getting dark. Yeah, I ranted quite a bit today. There'll probably be more as we get more Star Trek news come out, and I go over the trailers a little bit more. But yeah, so if you didn't get the very beginning, I do want to go back to this one item in the Star Trek Picard trailer that we all need to see. Right? This is the Star Trek Picard trailer. This is at the 11-second mark or so. This rock, this stone, this is from Deep Space Nine, Season 6, Episode 21, The Reckoning. This is the stone that says, Welcome, Emissary on it. And when Sisko touches the stone, he has an orb experience with the prophets. So literally, Captain or Admiral Picard, retired, has the Bajoran Welcome Emissary stone on his foyer table in his estate in France. Why has an ancient Bajoran artifact been brought to Earth to begin with? Why is it on Picard's estate? These make little sense. I hope it is just there to string us along, because I do not want Captain Sisko to be part of Picard and play some one-off stupid little part. If Sisko's coming back, then give Sisko, and hell, give Deep Space Nine their own new show. Okay, it doesn't have to be called Deep Space Nine. It could be called Star Trek The Sisko. But we could go back to Deep Space Nine. We could see what the characters are up to. We can have Dax back. We could have Nicole DeBoer back as Ezri Dax. We want we want Nicole. We could have Nicole DeBoer back as Ezri Dax, as hot as ever, and Captain Sisko, or whatever he is now, Prophet Sisko with Dax and Sherlock Lofton, and they're all exploring the galaxy, trying to save Bajor. Nana Vista, they could all be back. Rox Odds is Bird of Prey. In all seriousness, we're missing bops. It could be a replica, says Carlo. And causes didn't that stone get broken? No, that was a different stone that he threw down. I don't think that was the same stone. Let's go back to Dear Bops and see what's going on. Dear Bop. Okay, we got more. We got more Dear Bops. Oh, I skipped over. I apologize. I skipped over several Dear Bops. Mea culpa. Okay. Dear Bop. Son of a bitch. Dear Bop, with more doses of vaccine now available, would it be more widely accepted if Jeff Probst, host of Survivor, announced that once again immunity is up for grabs, asking for a poopy friend? Not really, because I mean, I'm sure there are people who still watch Survivor, like our friend Katie, the meteorologist, but I couldn't have given two craps about Survivor since season 1. Season 1 was the only valid season of Survivor to watch. After season 1, it was all just people who wanted to be famous. Season 1 was the only legit season they ever did. I couldn't give a shit what the host of Survivor had to say. Frankly, I wouldn't even know who he was. So I don't think it does anything. But hey, if you think it's funny, who am I to say it's not? I'm the Emperor of Caroga, damn it. Dear Bop, I have an IMG file I'm looking to edit with a text editor. If I edit it in TextPad or Notepad, it doesn't write the file properly, even if I save it as an IMG file. Is there any way to edit binary files and have an IMG to be able to open to flash, a firmware update a device? AOL users are curious for an answer. We'll wait the 9600 board modem to connect so we get our answer. Yeah, if you're opening an IMG file in a text editor, use a file like Notepad 2 or Notepad++. Those are actual code editors, and they will not try to alter or edit the file in any way. Whereas standard Windows Notepad and, I don't know, possibly WordPad will try to add invisible characters to the document. This is a problem we have in PHP coding or any coding community. If you're a coder and you write C code or PHP code or whatever, especially PHP, you know not to use Notepad because it can break. It break the code if Notepad puts in some of its invisible characters. That's why you definitely want to use a program like Notepad 2 or Notepad++. That said, it is very, very dangerous to edit a binary file with a text editor. It is almost never going to work out like you think it is. I have a hard time imagining you'll get the results you want. But is it possible? Yes. Much better is they have binary file editors. They have if you do a search for a binary or a binary hexadecimal file editor, you can edit a binary file in hexadecimal, and that is far more likely to get you the results you want. and trying to edit it in Notepad 2 or Notepad++. But it's possible, yes. Dear Bop, I'm going to subscribe to Apple TV as I want to watch For All Mankind. Do you have an affiliate link? Oh, thank you so much. Unfortunately, Apple TV doesn't do affiliate links. So I do not. But thank you. I appreciate it. Just go ahead and subscribe, and I wish you the best. And let me know. Let me know what you think of For All Mankind, especially season 1 of For All Mankind. For All Mankind season 1 works perfectly as a standalone series. You don't have to watch season 2. Season 2, episode 7 just dropped this past Friday. I watched it yesterday, and there's more lesbians. There's more hot women, but the intersectionality, it's really increasing. This season, what I had said in my review before about the women don't dominate NASA. No, Susie. Good. Nobody wants whatever you're selling, Susie. I said the women didn't dominate NASA. Well, guess what? The women are pretty much dominating NASA due to reasons. And worse, every single time in the episode, at least twice, probably more often, I didn't notice, there were scenes whose whole purpose was for one woman or person to tell a woman how great she is. You're so great, you're so strong, you're so brave, you're so stunning and brave. You're going to be great at this. You're perfect. You're the best, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, oh my God. So it is getting the W word. It is going woke. I was worried, but you know what? It's still a fun series to watch. I personally still enjoy it, but I could understand season 2 if you're somebody who hates that type of video, hates that type of show, that you might just not want to even start season 2. But if you're like me, I still enjoy it. I definitely still enjoy it. And there's not a hell of a lot of choices out there at this point. So I'll take what I can get. To me, it's still interesting. When they're on the moon, it's effing awesome. What's boring to me is when they're on Earth. And it's on Earth where the intersectional stuff comes in. On the moon, everybody's equal. Man, woman, it doesn't matter. You all got to pull your weight. Okay? They don't treat you different because you're a woman on the moon. If you're on the moon, you're there to do a job, and you better damn well effing do it. And if you screw up, they're gonna let you know they don't like you. There's no crying on the moon. There's no crying on the moon. We'll put it that way. But on Earth, it's a little different. But yeah, please, definitely use your free trial. See if you can watch the first season in that 7 days. If you can, great. If you can't, I would still keep the subscription and go as far as you want. Just beware, season 2 is not as great as season 1, in my opinion. It might still pull out a win. We're only at episode 7. There's 3 more episodes coming. Dear Bop, I am still putting up the good fight when it comes to my tax return. I found out that I was eligible and qualified for a tax advocate. However, when being transferred to the advocate, the call disconnected. Fucking every fucking time. I thought it was odd that the on-hold message thanked me for being a customer, I'm sorry, I'm not your customer, IRS. I'm your sugar daddy. Mother effers. You're right. Say, I'm not your customer to the IRS. You don't have fucking customers. You have taxpayers. You work for me. I'm not your customer. I'm your boss. I don't know how well that'll get you a new tax advocate, but that is the truth. You call me Mr. or last name. I call you whatever the fuck I want. Excuse me, language. Dear Bop, first contact day. Remember, may the force be with you. And the correct response, as all fellow Catholics know, and also with you. Yes, and also with you. May the force be with you, and also with you. And we got a last minute Dear Bop. It has just made it into the Dear Bop submission. We will go now to the final Dear Bop of the day. Dear Bop, can you edit an IMG? I'm Dreamweaver. In Dreamweaver, I don't know. I don't know where you can edit an IMG file. I have Paint Shop Pro from Corel. If it's an image file, I'd imagine it's editable. If, Photoshop, probably editable. Probably editable in GIMP. In fact, let's just look at. Let's just check. What? Wait. Are you sure an IMG file isn't like the image of a disk? Like a disk image, not a photograph, not a picture, but like an IMG file is an image drive, a drive image. Those aren't generally files you can edit. Sometimes you can with a program like 7-Zip. What program edits IMG files? No, not images. Not images. Dot IMG files. No. Okay, I don't know why it says Pixar. What program edits IMG files? Auto Imager. Yeah, I think IMG. I don't think it's an image. Yeah, it's just a raw disk, binary image in binary form. All you can do is extract it to a disk and edit it. Yeah, okay. If you get 7-Zip, I'm pretty sure you can 7-Zip. It's a freeware zip program. I'm pretty sure you can extract image files from 7-Zip. 7-Zip IMG file. Yeah, how to extract an image file. An image file is a disk image. Images may be burned to CD or DVD. Operating systems such as Ubuntu are downloaded in the image format, IMG format, blah, blah, blah. Just burned to a CD-ROM. Okay, you can download and install 7-Zip, WinRAR, or WinZip. 7-Zip is free. If you don't already have one, 7-Zip is freeware. Yeah. Right-click on the image file. You'll see a contact menu listing applications. Click the archiving tool option and click 7-Zip option to open in 7-Zip. And then you can extract files. Yeah, you don't want to edit an IMG file directly. There's nothing you can do about it. Yeah, I don't know what you're trying to do, but you certainly don't want to edit it directly. Dear Bop, it's an IMG like a disk image. Gotcha. I understand that now. So yeah. You can extract the files using 7-Zip and then create a new image later, but there's no editing. You can't edit the IMG file. You can extract, make changes, and make a new IMG file. That's the best you can do. So it's like trying to edit it's exactly like trying to edit a zip file. You can extract the zip file, make changes, and then recreate the zip file. Where are we? Commodore Ties is okay, Bird of Prey. I just recorded a 15-minute rant about Star Trek trailers that came out today. Very cool, guys. Check out Commodore Ties' channel for his Star Trek trailer rants. Wesley says, Bird of Prey, greetings, birds, turds, and nerds. I'm free from work. Qapla, Wes, you're free from work. Unfortunately, you're pretty much at the end of the stream, Wes. Carlos says, I read that. So great. Commodore Ty's got a video coming out. T-Berg says, Susie sells sea cells down by the seashore, dodging the bird. Wow. Carlo says, albeit slimy. What? Nicole in Deep Water Black. Genesis. Nate. What? Unless he imagined it. Vincent Galapos says, Star Trek Discovery Season 4 is in production. Yes. And it's coming out this year, 2021. And Lower Decks is coming out in August. So I'm guessing Discovery is going to come out 10 weeks or 11 weeks after Star Trek Lower Decks starts. Which then would put Picard somewhere for early or middle of 2022. Or actually, Strange New Worlds might come out before Picard. Is there a Strange New Worlds trailer? I'll have to look. Yitza says, I think Alcohol 120 used Image back in the day. Jedi Bill says hello to Yitza. Let me just do a quick search on is there a Strange New Worlds trailer? Strange New Worlds trailer 2021. It's a month ago. No, that's not it. Let's see. Trailer. Star Trek Strange New Worlds teaser. No, that's not it. Let's filter it to today. No Strange New Worlds trailer. Maybe it's not out yet. Maybe it's not coming out today. I'm not sure. But no such luck. Uncle Remus says, did your candles burn out? Your picture's so dark. Yeah, I don't know why it got so dark in here. But we're ending the stream anyway. So yeah, the camera got very dark for some reason. It's no big deal. But it's more than the sun. It got super dark. I don't know why. This is our usual brightness. But anyway, guys, thank you all so much for there. Mama Pray got it brighter again. But that's not lights we usually have on, but it's okay. Thank you all so much for hanging out. I hope you enjoyed the show today, the stream. Like this is a TV show. I hope you enjoyed the stream. If you did, please remember to hit that like button. I would appreciate it. Tomorrow, we'll have some type of open line stream, possibly discussing the Star Trek stuff, possibly something else, but some type of open lines, possibly with a game, maybe not. I do have a dentist appointment tomorrow. I'm not sure what time yet. She didn't get to me. She didn't call me yet. So hopefully I know. It may interfere with my usual streaming. It may not. So unfortunately, I don't know when I'll be streaming yet tomorrow. I'll have to play it by ear, and I will let you guys know at that point. With that, Qapla all. I'm glad to see Jedi Bill is home, and Bird out. Thank you all for watching my video. Please remember to comment, like, and subscribe. And don't forget to hit that bell icon. Without it, you won't get notifications of new videos. Check out BirdoPrey5.com, the new home of everything BirdoPrey5 on the web. You can also check out my forum at juot.net. I'm also on social media, on Facebook, Twitter, and Gab. If you'd like to make a donation, check out paypal.me/BirdoPrey5 or on BirdoPrey5.com. Take care.